All right, welcome everybody. Who would have thought we'd be here at the beginning of the year, still in lockdown? Have the club's closed, so we're just working on the video. Go ahead and rotate. It's good to have some new people with us. Got new people that have joined us across the country. It's great. At least we're expanding a little bit, and things are changing a tad bit here. Gotta love my focus. Good, push across. I'll fix my focus here. I liked how it was before. Get it in focus. There we go. All right, reach up and over. Good, really reach, get a good stretch there. Good, a little push down and a heel touch. Try to show you here, I'm pulling my toes up as I push down. Good posture. And both hands across. So you're welcome to have music in the background since you're all muted. We'll just pretend like there's music today. Up and over and stick to kind of a good beat. We're going to do about 10 or 15 minutes of aerobics here. And then we'll do some strength training and a final stretch. All right, knees, like you're breaking something over your knee here. Get little breaths here and there. Getting that heart rate up. And reach up both hands. Still lean up as much as you can. Do what's good. It stretches your back out too. Good, both hands across, go touch side. Turn your head with it. Up and over. And heel touch, comb the hair. So pulling those toes up. And back to a march. Right mambo, just right foot going forward and back. Little weight shift is good. Just raising that foot up just a tad bit, each foot. Reach up with those arms. And back to a march. March wide. Shoulder shrugs. Keep shrugging there. Up behind me. Now roll the shoulders back. Open up the chest. Still toe touching. You can do all this stuff seated too. Whatever's best for you. You haven't been exercising for a while, not all of it, just kind of do what you can and don't overdo it. The other direction, shoulder rolls. Excellent. Back to a march. Left mambo. forward and back, left foot. Put your hip into it a little if you want to. Just be careful. The good thing about not having music is you can go at your own pace. You can step it up a little bit faster if you wanted to. Get that heart rate up even more. Just depends on where you're at, you know. Back to a march. Right grapevine or 2 steps to the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. Big arms. You do a little clap. Like I say, you can go behind the leg too, more like a grapevine. Whatever works best. You can add a hamstring curl. I don't have a lot of space here. I got a lot of boxes and stuff for moving right now, so in the process of packing, so I can't move too far. But if you have more space, go for it. And back to a march. Good, march wide. Good, up on the balls of your feet wide. Good, I'm just gonna move my chair here because I think my camera likes to focus on that thing. So let that go. Keep marching. All right, yeah, there we go. Can't wait for my next place where it'll be all set. I have to fix it up every time and change it. All right, march low and wide. Low as you can. All right, toe touch, reach up. In and out with the hands. Hamstring curl, bicep curl. Try to keep your knee pointed straight down. Elbows up, still hamstring curling. Keep moving those legs the same, elbows in. And back to a march. Good, we're gonna do that left grapevine or left 2 steps to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do a little bicep curl. Hamstring curl too. Add the circle with the bicep curl. Almost there. Couple more. Excellent. Back to a march. Let's go wide and low again. If we get focused on me again here. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Nice and low. All right, let's go for a jog here. Just jog it out. Keep going. Need a little sunlight. A little turn. Get that sun in here. Works really good. All right, keep jogging. We got about 10 seconds. Do what you can. It could be a power walk. Whatever you do, just do it. Nice. All right. Let's just rotate the hips for a second here. We'll do a little bit of Tabata today, or just some quick movements, repetitive movements, little short bouts. Just do a few of them, and then we'll close up with some strength and stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and start with just lunging back and forward, or just stepping back and forward. So all you're doing really, just to show you here, you're gonna step back and forward. It could be just a step, a quick step, or it can be actually going back. But I want you to go kind of as fast as you can. All right, and begin. We've got about 20 seconds, and just keep tracking my head here, but do your best. You might vary it, maybe go fast with shallow for a while, maybe 10 seconds of that. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll go a little deeper for 10 seconds. You can do this stuff seated too. Just move your feet forward and back. All right, here's the lunge. 10 seconds. Good stuff. And relax. Excellent. Let's just relax for a second. You can do the hip rotations. You got 10 seconds of relaxation actually. About 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. All right. So we're going to reach and pull. So I might have the wall close by for balance. And if you're doing it seated, you can just reach and grab. If you're seated, it's good to work on just leaning forward slightly. Okay, here we go. Reach, pull, and try if you can to keep your balance or touch the ground if you need to. 20 seconds. Challenge yourself accordingly. Give me about 5 more seconds. Really works those legs. You can just touch, whatever you gotta do. And relax. Trying to show you some variations here. Let's go ahead and just relax for 10 seconds, and then we'll do the other side. Get your heart rate up. If you have a heart rate monitor, go ahead and check it later at class. At the end of class, we'll see what it was. Try to make sure you remember your heart rate there. But you can check it for like 20 seconds or 10 seconds and add a 0. That's a good way to spend the 10 seconds sometimes too. Next time I'll give you an exact 10 seconds if I can. Yeah, let's go ahead and begin on this again. Here we go. Just reach, grab. Keep going. You got 20 seconds. Other side, 20 seconds. Get your clock here. Give me about 10 more seconds. That's it. Doing great. 5 seconds. Excellent. All right. So here's your rest. Check your heart rate if you want to. And again. And stop. So I had about 160 beats actually. I was at 16. So we'll talk later about the heart rate and stuff, but I'll let you do that again here in a minute. All right, let's do another one, side to side. So you're just gonna step to the side and back the feet together. Just this one side and feet together, all right? 20 seconds. If you want, reach up. Get more heart rate out of it. Otherwise, just go back to easy, especially if you're just starting. This is your first step. I'll do it this way for 10 seconds. Then I'll start reaching up for 10 seconds. It works your muscles differently. It's very good for you. If you're seated, just step to the side and step back. Good, add that reach up if you want to. 5 seconds. And I'll get you sweaty. Excellent. All right. This is good stuff to do. And it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to get on a bike or get on a treadmill and go for a half hour. You can do this stuff like this for 15, 20 minutes and you're good to go. It really works the heart the same way, if not better. So just take your rest. We'll do the heart rate thing on the next one. I'll get that set for you. You've got about 5 more seconds and then we're gonna do the other side. But it definitely works you. All right, you ready? Here we go. I'm starting easy. You don't have to go deep either. It could just be a step and back, whatever's best for you. Good, 10 more seconds. Reach up if you want. And relax. Excellent. All right. Just wiggle your hips around. Let's go ahead and check that heart rate actually and begin. Wow. I got a pretty high heart rate there, 200 or something. I might not be counting right. Anyway, we'll talk more about that later. Like I said, that's the end of the cardio for today. Let's go ahead and get our weights out and our bands, and feel free to get a drink of water, whatever it takes, and get set up. Get my chair out here. Good. Now, if you don't have some of this equipment, you can just mimic the actions for now, because working the movement can be just as beneficial. We're going to start with the band. So get your band out. Good stuff. All right. So here we go. We're going to be up high. And we're going to choke up on the band. The ball is being a little unruly here. Okay. So I'm choking up like this. Pinch and grab up higher. Get it up high. Pressing out and back. Good. So let's practice going nice and slow on the way back. Exhale. Inhale. So about 6 more of these. We'll do about 12 or 14 here. Notice I exhale as I press out, inhale as I come back. Good. Now wrap up the legs. So I'm just going to go underneath the legs here, over the top. This is working the hip abductors, the outer hips, going out and in. Try to have good posture. Very common, people start to do this. Get your posture there, chest up. Having good posture also gives you a positive attitude. So if you're ever feeling down and out or something like that, just have good posture. And sometimes that'll even make you feel a little better. Let's do about 5 more. All right, relax on that. We're gonna go underneath the feet. So if you want to put it underneath that middle part of your shoe, and then you're gonna want to cross the handles, just showing you here without having to go back. Cross the handles so you have the opposite hands grabbing, and then you're just gonna pull back like so. And again, really good posture. So this is working the middle back. So you want to try to keep the lower back and the torso steady and just move the arms. Good. Now relax the arms a little bit more, maybe tighten them just a tad bit and go forward Maybe come to where your hands touch your legs and then pull back, forward. So that is lower back muscles, which can get kind of sore, especially if you're sitting around or laying around. That can be the worst thing for your lower back. Just got to move it around a little bit. So keep going. About 5 more. One more. Good. Now let's go back to the row where you're solidifying the body and just moving the arms. Exhale as you pull back. About 6 more. Excellent. Now let's go back to the back one that we just did. Make your feet even wider if you need to put more tension on it. And I'm just going to row back with the back. I can go back a little further too. It's like a back extension machine at the gym. Gym's still closed, just so you know. About 6 more of these. Almost there. 1 more. All right, good deal. Let's slide the band up to the back of the legs again, right underneath there, over the top. We're just doing 1 more set here, the last 2 with the band, and grab tight, pressing out and in, and then we'll move on to the weight. Try to go slow so that works the muscles more, especially on the way back in together. Last 2. Excellent. All right, let's go over the shoulder. Or no, I'm sorry, behind the back. Stick to the plan. I like to get off the plan, but I'll stick to it here. Let's go ahead and grab onto the band. Nice and tight. Choke it up if you need to. Going back to that chest press we started with. We'll do the triceps with the weights. That's the plan. Nice and slow on the way back in. Let's do about 3 more. Working those chest muscles and a little bit of the triceps in the back of the arm. Okay, so let's set that back behind us and grab those weights. Feel free to get a sip of water. I'll grab a little drink of my energy drink here. All right, let's go ahead and march a little bit to start with. I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty sweaty today. Oh, that Tabata. Excellent. All right, scoop and pull. There was once a program on OPB that it talked about, it's called The Truth About Exercise. And this guy did 1 minute of exercise 3 days a week, but it was super intense. But he did 20 seconds, took a break, 20 more seconds, took a break, and then 20 more seconds. So it was 1 minute of actual exercise 3 days a week. And they fed him a big fatty breakfast, and they did testing and stuff, and found that he would expel all of those fats and everything from that simple little intense workout. Let's go ahead and do some kickbacks here. It's called The Truth About Exercise. It was on a public broadcasting channel. So the idea was he worked out 21 days or 21 hours a month. And they did all this test on his heart rate and blood pressure, and everything was better just by doing that. So sometimes just doing some more intense stuff and not going for as long, they're finding is even better for you. And that's not as difficult, I think. It can be a little bit easier for some people. All right, overhead. But you do want to watch out for blood pressure and things like that. Don't overdo it. Don't get your heart rate up too high. And if you have blood pressure medication, you can't, it suppresses your heart rate a lot of times. Do about 3 more of these so that you can only get up to like 90 or 100 beats per minute. And go ahead and relax there. Do some wrist curls. So you can still use it as a baseline. You might be going from 60 beats to 80 beats, and they say 20 beats on blood pressure medication up is probably the best. Getting your heart rate up 20 beats more than it started at. But you could just use it as a baseline. If you don't have blood pressure medication, maybe 110, 120 beats per minute might be a good heart rate to get up to, even starting with 100. Let's do some shoulder shrugs. You can take 220 and minus your age, and then go to 80, get 80% of that, and that would be the kind of basic heart rate configuration. And relax. Go ahead and go to the side. And stretch your neck out the other side. Good. This time your palms are up, and we're going to come in, chest. And also it opens up as you come back. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. All right, go back to that march. That's just for your bones. Good heavy march there. And we're going to do another round of triceps. So you lean forward, hands back at your hips. You just kick back like so, moving at the elbow. And think about going down slow. You exhale back, inhale down. Good, about 4 more. Excellent. All right, good. And then the last one I want to do is just shoulders going up and out to the side. Last 2. Do as many as you can, go as high as you can. And relax. Let's stretch the neck again. You might go down a little bit with it. And other side. All right, good deal. Let's go ahead and use the ball just a couple times. We're going to put the ball at lower back area first. So I'm putting it right about there. We're just going to do sit-ups and back extensions, and then we'll stretch out. Lay back on the ball. If you don't have the ball, you can put something else there, like a pillow back there. But also you could just sit forward a little bit and sit back, working those stomach muscles. A lot of times you can find these balls at the dollar store, and I know here in Portland you can find them at the Lloyd dollar store, I believe at the time. But often looking at the dollar store is good. Especially if you want a smaller ball, they sometimes are smaller there. Let's do 2 more. Probably because this is a $2 ball, that would be a dollar ball, that's smaller. Go ahead and take the ball to upper back and press back. Open the chest. Almost there. 6 more. Really working that lower back, especially if you get back pain. Do these every day. Maybe in the afternoon after you warmed up a little bit in the morning. Okay, so let's go to lower back again. We're gonna do sit-ups one more time. Whatever works for you. So you do want to exhale as you go forward. And another thing you can focus on is there's the sideway muscle. It's called the transverse abdominal. Pull it in and then sit up. It makes it a lot harder. Work that every day. You'll have a flat stomach in no time. About 6 more. Last 2. Excellent. All right, take the ball to upper back and press back. Working the last one, back exercises, lower back. Now, if you don't have a ball, you can just push up against the chair and then relax. That works too. About 2 more. All right, go ahead and get rid of the ball. And sit back all the way. And actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to sit back all the way. Put your right leg out. Let's see if I can change my adjustment here so you can see me. Yeah, put the right leg out. Toes up. Deep breath in. And exhale forward. You can rest on the leg there so you don't hurt the back. But just try to stretch out the back of your leg. So on this stretch, you want to be pretty straight with your back and think of taking your chest to your toes. Feel it in the back of the leg there. All right, go ahead and rotate the ankle. Other direction. Point and flex. All right, let's try the other leg out. Deep breath in. Just lean forward there. Think about your breathing. Inhale for a couple seconds there. Exhale for a couple seconds. Nice and slow breathing. Good, and then rotate that ankle. Other direction. Point and flex. Excellent. Reach up and over. Kind of look back at your hand here. So that will open the chest up. And other side. So it's not about reaching over so much as it is reaching back and straight up. Excellent. Feet together. I'm going to do a rotation here. I'm going to put my hand back here to push myself up and then twist with my hand pushing the leg in front. So you can see from the side, just kind of getting my posture with that other hand. And other side. Push yourself up, twist. Look back there too. That'll help. And back to center. I'm going to push out and curve the back. You can lace the fingers, but just be careful. You don't want to break a bone if you have osteoporosis. So when you're stretching, if you have osteoporosis, just be careful, especially on back stretches. You don't want to break a little spinal bone or anything. It's supposed to help, not hurt. Let's go ahead and go to the side and do a little twist. And other side. And last, just put your hands in your back pocket, pull your elbows together, and just take a couple deep breaths, opening the chest. And a couple deep breaths, inhale, exhale, one more. All right, nice job, everybody. Like I said, if you need equipment, go ahead and just email me.